Okay, so we are here now. I want to show you how to publish eBooks with Typemill and a little bit more. I want to follow the question what do I need for my next publishing project, and it's really about my publishing project because I started coding Typemill for my own publishing project that you see here. This is a development version of the publishing project, but so we can play around with it a little bit. Yeah, and what do I need personally? I don't know if that's the same what you need. I want to create content, of course. I want to generate an ebook. And finally, I want to publish the ebook. That's the first part. But then I want to go a step further. I want to restrict my ebook downloads, maybe, because I don't want anybody to get my ebooks, because maybe I want people to register to my website to get the ebook, and maybe I want to subscribe them to subscription plan, so I can sell my ebooks and monetize my ebooks. Yeah, and finally, I want to change the layout of my ebooks. It's a little bit developer part, but I will show you only very quickly how you can make some easy changes. Yes, and let's see how Typemill can help you with that. And to get an idea what Typemill is, it's a very traditional content management system like a WordPress, but different to WordPress. It's flat file. It's a flat file system, so it does not need any database. It works with markdown files only. The smart thing is that you can move it from one server to another, or put your markdown files from anywhere into the system and generate the website with it. That's the first difference. And the second difference, Typemill is focused on ebook publishing indeed. So I created Typemill because I want to publish books with it. If you want to compare it with other content management systems, I think I follow a similar idea like Dost does, because Dost transformed into a publishing system for journalists with an integrated membership and subscription feature within the last 2 years. And this is pretty the same I want to do with Typemill in the long run, but not for journalists, but for ebook publishers. Yeah, that's a lot of text. Let's simply look at Typemill, have a look how all this works. So I'm on the development system of my publishing project here, so you can see the front end here, and let's go to the back end. And you can see that it's the structure is pretty the same like in front end, and it looks partly the same or similar. So you have the website, the navigation on the left side and the content on the middle, and you can easily create a new website here, a new page here, and you can move the page around like you want, and you can create content with Markdown. You can use raw mode. If you are really into the Markdown syntax, most people are not so much into the Markdown syntax. That's why I created some kind of visual editor that helps you to create quite complex stuff, quite complex elements, pretty easy without knowing the syntax, and you can learn the syntax while creating the website. You can even, if you are a little bit familiar with Markdown, you know that tables are a pretty nightmare with Markdown, but here you can create tables like with a normal table editor, to make it a little bit easier for authors to jump into this format. Yeah, that's all. I don't want to show you details here. That's not really relevant right now, but I want to show you the step how we can generate ebooks with it. To do that, you have to install a little plugin. You can do this right here. You just upload the plugin, and then you will see the plugin here. Then you can activate it. The eBook plugin indeed has only very small settings, very few settings. You can activate the eBook function in the admin area or in the author area. I will quickly show you how this works. So in the admin area, you have here a new button, a new element, and with this element you can create an ebook with all the content that your website has. In many cases you don't want that. You want to create an ebook from only a part of your website. Let's do it now. Let's switch to the editor, to the front-end editor, and then let's go to this folder. And there, if you click on the tab eBook, you have exactly the same features. The only difference is that you can now only select the content from this folder or subfolders. Yeah, you have some settings here. If you create an ebook, you can select your layout, your ebook layout. Right now, there are only 3 layouts. I'm not so super perfect in HES and the JavaScript part, so these layouts are pretty basic. But yeah, if you are a developer, you can code your own layout and just put it in and it will work out of the box. You can select the layout. Let's select the report, and then you have a lot of settings. So you can configure your cover, add title, add cover image, logo, whatever you want. You can change colors. You can change the text here, font, different fonts. You can add an imprint, automatic table of contents, levels of your table of contents, and much more, running footers and stuff like that, a blurb. The interesting thing is that I will show you a little bit later. If you select another layout, let's select this one, then the settings are completely different. So each layout can define its own settings, and I will show you that a little bit later. It's super easy. Yeah. If you let's keep the report layout here. If you have done all your settings, you can select the content. You have the navigation here, only the part of the navigation where you are located right now. Once again, if you want to create an ebook from all of your pages, then you can go to the settings area and use the feature there. There you can use all pages, and here you can select or deselect some stuff. You can also exclude the base folder if you don't like that. Let's keep it here. I will deselect some stuff that I don't want to include into my ebook. And then this part is a little bit complicated. The point is, if you create a web page with a hierarchy, sorry for my English, of pages, then on each page you start with first level headline, and in your ebook you probably don't want that. You probably want to reflect the navigation structure in your ebook, mostly, but there might be some situations where you don't want that. That is why you can manipulate it here a little bit. You can click the button here, and now we can see the structure of headlines that will be in the ebook. And you can, if you don't like that, you can choose another option. For example, this option means that you downgrade the headline starting from the first subpage level. Let's simply click on it, and you see that all the subpages here start with a headline second level. So it depends on how you want to structure your ebook, and gives you a bit more flexibility to still step a little bit away from the structure that you see on your website. Okay, but you can play around with it. It's pretty simple. Okay, next part is you can define your Epub publication. This has a bug right now, so it can't show it to you, but yeah, we'll fix it, and then you can do that too. And in the final step, you can create either a PDF publication or an eBook export. And the PDF publication works with a beautiful, wonderful, great Page.js from Coca Foundation, which is really a great script. I think without this script, I couldn't realize this Typemill, this whole idea of Typemill. So it saved the whole vision of Typemill when I found this script. Yeah, and you probably know how the script works. You simply open the page. It will render the ebook with the layout that you selected and all the settings that you made. And if it's rendered completely at the end, you probably know that because you probably all know the Page.js. Then you can simply print it with your printer driver. You see it's a long ebook already. Let's check it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've done a very small table of contents here, but anyway, let's print it. Simply save it as a PDF. It takes some time. Okay. Then you can save it as PDF wherever you want. And yeah, your PDF is ready. And that's all I want to show you from the ebook publishing part, because now we have all the other parts about publishing the ebook and restricting the access to the ebook and creating a subscriber community. And that's what I want to show you right now, because yeah, the book integration of Typemill is pretty low level, as I said, so you will find a lot of deeper information in the Open Publishing Fest from other people. So I want to focus a little bit on the other stuff. Let's look how you can publish your ebook with Typemill. In the easiest way, you can simply upload the PDF and the EPUB as files. I did it already. Let's have a quick look on the front-end page, and it looks pretty the same. You have your PDF and your ebook, and you can download it. Now let's get to the next step. You don't want all people to download it. You only want members to download it. It's pretty simple. You can click on the component here. It's a download component. It's a file component, and you can select the access here. This is not live yet. This will be live in the next version of Typemill. And let me quickly do this. Let us change it to members, and then let me quickly log out and go to the page and see what happens now. And I try to download it, and it doesn't work. It redirects me to the login page. That's of course not the best thing you can do right now, but we will improve it step by step now. The next step is that you might want to have a better visual presentation of your download, because just file download, it's pretty boring, isn't it? So with the next version of Typemill, you can use something you might know from WordPress. That's a short code. And I created a little plugin for ebook downloads. This is short code feature. let's have a look at it. It's this one. It's not really ready right now, but it already works. What you can do here, you can create a product, and I already created a product. This is my ebook product. You can add a title, you can upload an image, you can add a description, you can add a label for the download, and then you have this download component again. Yeah, I already added two buttons here for the download component, and you can also add two links for people who don't have the right to download this file. So people who don't have the right will see something else than the download file. You can of course create another product here, but we don't need that right now. So let's delete it again, but you can create as many products as you want. And then finally we have this short code that you can add into any page. I hope sorry. Maybe okay, no problem. You can add this into any page. So let's go here and add this short code. And this was, the ID was marked Übersicht. Let's save it. Okay, and then you see the book box. We can get rid of this stuff. We don't need it anymore. Let's publish it, and then let's log out and look how it looks like in the front end. And it looks kind of this way. You can of course change the design, but the smart thing is right now you don't see the download buttons because I'm logged out. I'm not a member anymore. So you can add this button to the login page, or you can alternatively add a buy button to Amazon or whatever. That's quite cool, but you might think, okay, you have created an ebook from your page and everything is open on the page, and now you sell your ebooks or close down your ebooks. That doesn't make any sense, of course. So let's close down the content of the ebook. I'm sorry, we are talking about open source, and now I'm talking about closing down content, but it's an open source software still, but it's about payment boards a little bit. So let's fix it up. Let's close the content on the website too. You can do that easily. It's without any plugin, core feature of Typemill. If you go to settings, you have this access control. You can shut down your whole website if you want. You can also restrict the access to individual pages and create some kind of box. It's similar like you know from newspapers, where you don't have access if you don't have if you are not a member. You can go to your content now, simply add a delimiter here where you want to cut the content. Let's do it quickly. I added this delimiter here, and what you have to do is go into the meta, and then you can restrict the content here again to all roles that you have in your application. Let's close it down to members here, save it, and let's log out, look again, and you see you can not see the content anymore because it's for members, and you have a subscribe button or what else. Okay, the next step you have to do is you have to create some kind of registration function. There's a plugin, and that's already published, where you can where people can register into your application, and it is pretty powerful. You can create your own forms, define your own forms with YAML, You can define confirmation mails. It's a double opt-in stuff. So all the usual stuff you have here. Welcome messages, you can add captchas and stuff like that. Okay, so that's ready. You can use it. And let's go to our product box and change it here a little bit. We right now we said go to the login page. Let's say go to the registration page and say register to download. And in the next step, you want to sell and create a community, kind of a subscription community. And there's another plugin I'm working on right now that adds a subscription to your website and to your publishing project. You can define products here, and you can name the products, give a price, and stuff like that. I defined 2 products here, and yeah, you can create shopping carts, some very low-level shopping cart, of course, a subscription form again, some legal checkboxes, stuff like that. And you can also define some invoices that are sent as a PDF. I don't use PageDS for that because invoices is very simple stuff. You can use any kind of PDF, PHP generating tool. That's so I integrated a PHP library for that because it's easy stuff. Yeah, and yes. So let's change it once again and change our product box once again and direct the people to the registration form. And then I will show you a registration and a subscription, sorry, to the subscriber form. And then I will show you the step to subscribe, and that's it. Then I will finish this presentation. The subscriber plugin is not live yet. I'm working on it. It's pretty complex, and it's yeah, with invoices, it's pretty unusual. But for the German market, I want to start with that because invoices are a quite easy way to do it in the German market, and a quite safe way from legal perspective. So you can of course integrate PayPal, stuff like that, but it's always a little bit tricky in the German market. So I decided to start like that, but in future, of course, you can add other payment methods. Okay, let's try it. I will log out. Go to the page again, go to my ebook downloads. And now it still says register, but the correct would be select a plan. I click on it, and I'm redirected now to the plan selection. I have 2 plans here: single membership, company membership. Let's choose the single membership. Let's name it CMS- password. So I get a registration right now, a registration email right now. So I will fill out all this here. And then I can order everything. And of course, I again have to confirm my user, of course. So I will click on my registration link here. As soon as I've clicked on my registration link, I get the invoice, and it's a pretty simple invoice. Okay, and I can now decide if I pay or if I won't pay. Let's have a quick look how it looks like in Typemill. And it's this one. You have a very simple management of your invoices, where you can mark an invoice as paid or cancel it or whatever, and it will automatically send reminders, and it will also automatically cancel invoices, send cancellation invoices, stuff like that. So the only thing that you have to do is check your bank account once a day and then update the data here. Okay, I suppose it's not super interesting for all of you because you are into publishing. So that's why I want, as a final step, go back to the ebook publishing and show you how you can generate or how you can change the form. Let's say you have an ebook and you want, you can simply copy and paste existing layout, and you can adapt the layout to your needs. Let's say I want to have another subtitle here, a subtitle, and I will quickly do that so that you can see how easy it is. Let me open the editor quickly. I'm in the plugin folder right now. This is the ebook plugin, and here you can see the ebook layouts. And all you have to do if you want to create your own layout, simply copy it, put it into the folder and upload it, and that's it. Typemill will do all the rest for you. And an ebook layout only consists of CSS, a twig file, so it doesn't work with PHP, but use twig, and a configuration file. And the configuration file is probably the most interesting here because it's a YAML configuration, pretty common in the web development today, very easy to read. So you can see all the settings that we filled up in the ebook plugin. You can see the title, you can see the subtitle. Let's simply copy this and paste it. Sorry. So let's call subtitle. It's a subtitle for your ebook. Let's save it, and then let's go back here and refresh the page, and you will see the settings that you should have a subtitle. No, sorry, I'm on the live system. I did it on my local system. I'm sorry because I don't want to. So I'm here. So let's go to the local system because I don't want to upload something with PDF right now. Okay, let's go to the setting, and you still don't see it. What's wrong here? Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Title, maybe description, maybe I'm using wrong. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work right now. I don't know why. I changed it because what I wanted to show you is everything goes through form builder inside of Typemill, and it generates all these forms automatically, and you only have to add YAML definitions, and that's pretty all. I don't know why it doesn't work right now, but yeah, I think let's stop it. Maybe I'm in the wrong folder. But okay, so definitely you can do it like that, and in your twig file that generates the HTML and the content, you can simply add that field right here. So you won't see it in action right now, but I simply want to show you how you can do it if it works, and usually it works. So you can simply copy and paste it, make an H3 here, and name it. We named it subtitle that field, and then it will put out the content here. And that's all you have to do to edit your files to create to adapt existing layout if you don't want to code your layout from scratch. I think that's all for now. Let's stop because maybe you have some questions. So let me stop the screen sharing and start the discussion. Okay. Are you still there? So I hope it was not too boring.
No, that was great. Thank you. Yeah, as I had seen from this earlier, you're making the use of Page.js really easy, which is something that I think is extraordinarily useful. And I'm obviously interested in the whole system, but also Page.js. But I'm wondering about what you're doing this on your couch, which is I like the idea of couch software. But how do you get the word out about what you're doing? Because it's a very powerful platform. I know you've got a lot of plans for it in terms of the direction of it, it seems. So, how are you getting people to know that it's there and start using it?
Yeah, that's pretty hard, to be honest. It's pretty hard. It's a little bit known right now because I try to do it with Zero and I focus on documentation for very, very small companies and self-publishers because the software is powerful, but it's still, of course, very small. It's not as powerful as an enterprise software or other solutions out there. So I focus on very small companies, especially on self-publishers. People come to me because they find me on Google, and there are indeed some companies who use it, even some scientific organizations who started to use it because they find it via Google, and most of them like the interface for editors. That's mostly the selling point of Typemill. I think that it's pretty easy to use and self-explanatory. That's the only way I get users right now. It's especially interesting for small companies for technical documentation as a kind of onboarding tools. So I have a lot of discussions, some discussions with agencies and small companies who want to use it in that direction. Some features are still missing, but that's the first direction when it comes to create a small business and to get a little bit of my job, of my work paid around Typemill, so I can put more power on it. But yeah, it's the only way. So I try to do some push marketing for Typemill too, but that simply it doesn't work. I created other projects, and it was the same all the time. The whole push marketing doesn't work. So I try to get found in the internet, and the people should be convinced if they see the product. But yeah, I don't have any other option.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm wondering. Maybe we have an end of festival session, which I think is just going to be a discussion about the festival and how people found it, what they like to see, what things went well, what things could be better. But it might be interesting to have a discussion about, how to help projects get the word out about them. Because I kind of think that that there's a lot of interesting stuff happening in open publishing, such as Typemill, but and we could each help promote each other. I think there's nothing lost by it.
Yes, definitely. I mean, that would be great, a great opportunity, because the point is